Hi gardeners. Well, welcome back. We were cold this morning when we were working right after sunrise. It was in the 50s and now we're up around 70 and it's really comfortable. Sun's out, can't ask for a better day. And what have we been doing today? Well, today we're clearing out the remnants of infamous bed number one's great bean crop. As you can see, here we've got some to go, but we've already cleaned out the first half for a very good reason. We wanted to check the tilth of the garden, and as you can see, the soil is very nice and gentle now. Has just a few crabgrass tendrils still going through it, but we've got this nice and worked out. This is good soil for our next crop, which is going to be golden beets. Golden beets don't mind growing with their friends. They like being around their mates. So you can grow them 2 or 3 in a bunch, and we will start those in a tray and plant them out in a pattern of about every 10 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll make nice little equilateral triangles, 4, 3, 4, 3. And with 2 or 3 in, you can see that would be 11 times 2. That'd be 22 beets here, so 22, 44, 66. And as we go farther up here, we should have about 72 beets in about 2/3 of the bed. So what's going to go in the rest of the bed? More beets! We just might go the full bed with golden beets. Everybody loves them and they're very nutritious and they like growing in cool weather. We're planting about 6 weeks before the first frost and they will start to bulb up, and then the frosts will make them sweeter as they finish their development. There'll still be plenty of warm days and then it'll just be frosty at night. So the beets should finish up growing in November and then we can harvest them as we need them. So we have cleared out a bunch of the beans, but I want to show you how we cleared them out. Rather than pulling them up, we cut them off right at soil level. And if you look very careful, there are these little white nodules here. And those are nitrogen nodules that the beans fix into the soil. And they're all on the little parts of the roots that we left behind. Another thing we want to look at is, this looks like an old bean plant, and it is, but look right here. We have some bean pods. Can you hear that? It almost sounds crinkly. If we pull it open, there we go. This tough skin has been hiding a bean seed that we can use for next year, because these are heirloom crops. Now that, we'd like to see it about like this, or maybe even a little more on the brown side, but these beans are now good for a next year's crop. Here's another one. You can push it right out. So even a dead plant has use for us, because next year's beans are coming from the debris of this year's crop. So just because it looks dead doesn't mean it's not useful to us. It's providing nitrogen for our beets that are going to come up, and they're providing us seeds so that we can augment the seeds that we bought. And now we can test to see whether the bought seeds are do better than our homegrown seeds. And we can perhaps do an experiment like we did with the garlic. With some garlic in our homegrown compost, some in bought compost. We'll do homegrown seed and bought seed and see which delivers a better harvest. And we can make the garden better time after time. Now in some of the other beds where we don't have any compost on this yet, and we'll put some on there, and it'll look a lot like bed number 4 over here, which is the bed with the cabbage in it. We've lost one. There was supposed to be a cabbage right here. He's gone away, I'm afraid. And these others are up. We still have our 3 red cabbage in the middle, and they're surrounded by green cabbage. And we have a replacement, believe it or not. That is a replacement cabbage for another one we lost. That still looks pretty good. Goodness, we have 5, 10, almost 15 cabbage, and that could be around 40 pounds or more of food. in the next bed the same approach that we did with bed number 1. Clear it and then compost it and then plant in it. We have our carrots. We did something you're not supposed to do. We transplanted carrots. The carrots were growing very thickly here and almost not here, so we transplanted a bunch of them. As you can see, some of them are wilting away, but others took. Nothing was going to grow in that thick bed over here, so we brought them over here where we gave them a chance at being productive. And here is our butter crunch, also known as the butterhead lettuce. As you can see, they're growing in this cooler but sunny weather. Always chance to plant, even though this is in the last week of September, we're still planting. We'll plant 12 months a year. We'll grow 12 months a year. Well, what about, are you planting in the winter? Well, that'll be in a new video. Please subscribe, like, and share with a couple of hundred of your closest friends. And don't forget, you can grow your own food. Thanks, everybody.